What's up everybody, it's What Jim, and in today's video I'm going to go ahead and do a concert review for the Bootleg Beatles. It was my second time I saw the Bootleg Beatles, and I saw them the 15th of December 2022. It was a really amazing concert and I look forward to telling you about it, but this will contain spoilers for it. You have been warned. Also, if you've seen the Bootleg Beatles, I'd like to know your thoughts on them in the comment section below. I'm going to start this video with telling you what I bought when I went to see the Bootleg Beatles. I bought a Bootleg Beatles programme, and I've actually not really read it yet. I've seen a couple of pages, and actually my dad bought it for me. I wasn't even expecting to get anything from the concert, but I was glad I got something from it. But I did get something else in the concert, but I won't tell you what it is yet. I'll now quickly go through the set list, and I will show you some footage of the concert while I talk about that. And a big thanks to my mum and dad for doing the videoing for me. I really appreciate it, guys. So they started off with Please Please Me, which I predicted they were going to start the concert with. Then they did I Saw Her Standing There, Love Me Do, A Taste of Honey, which I was quite surprised they did that one, as well as Anna Go To Him. I was surprised that they did that one as well. And I was also quite surprised they did Do You Want to Know a Secret. So they did quite a lot of songs from Please Please Me, which I was pleased about. They then did From Me to You, She Loves You, All My Loving, I Want to Be Your Man, which I was quite surprised they did that one, but I was glad to have a Ringo Starr song here. Also, I Want to Hold Your Hand, This Boy, A Hard Day's Night, If I Fell, which I was very pleased they did that one, Can't Buy Me Love, Twist and Shout, Paperback Writer, and I was really surprised by this one being Taxman. I wasn't expecting the Bootleg Beatles to do any songs from Revolver, but I was really pleased they did. They also did Nowhere Man. They also did a couple other songs from Revolver, being Got to Get You Into My Life, and I really couldn't believe this one. They did Tomorrow Never Knows. There was even orchestra for the songs Got to Get You Into My Life and Tomorrow Never Knows, and for the second half of the concert the orchestra was there for quite a lot of it. So after all those 21 songs, there was an interval, and then he moved on to Magical Mystery Tour and Strawberry Fields Forever and Penny Lane. So I was really pleased they did all those songs from Magical Mystery Tour. They also did another song from Revolver, being Yellow Submarine. Everyone was singing on to that one. Then you had a couple of the songs from Magical Mystery Tour, being Your Mother Should Know and I'm the Walrus. I really enjoyed the background for I'm the Walrus. That was sort of like a mini movie going on behind the Bootleg Beatles. Then they did another song from Revolver. This is the final song they did from it, being Eleanor Rigby. Then they did Hello Goodbye and All You Need Is Love. So they were the last ones they did from Magical Mystery Tour. They did a lot of the songs from that album. Then they did Revolution, Oh Bloody Blada. A lot of people were singing on to that one. And then they did Here Comes the Sun, and they did Let It Be. The last time I saw the Bootleg Beatles, they were performing songs with Liverpool Philharmonic Orchestra, and that was for the albums Let It Be and Abbey Road. So it was quite nice to see them doing Here Comes the Sun and Let It Be again, with a different orchestra this time. Then the final song they were going to do was Muller Kintyre. The guy who played Paul McCartney started singing it, but the guy who played John Lennon, he was getting too upset about it. He didn't want the Beatles to break up. So because of that, they sang Hey Jude instead, and everyone was singing along to this one. I think all the Beatles tribute concerts I've seen have all ended with Hey Jude, but I never thought of that as much of an issue, as it's in my top 10 Beatles songs. So that's the set list, in total 36 songs, and I'll now give my overall thoughts on the concert. I really enjoyed seeing the Bootleg Beatles once again. They were just as amazing as I remembered. They all do brilliant jobs of playing their respected Beatle. They all dress up like them as well, and the orchestra was really amazing. It was just a really awesome show. The Beatles have personalities just like the Beatles. There was a lot of jokes in the concert. Hopefully, if I see the Beatles again, there'll be more jokes, because I just thought that they were done really well here. If you've not seen the Bootleg Beatles, do yourself a favour and watch them. That is if you're a Beatles fan, though. I did prefer the first time I saw the Bootleg Beatles. That's mainly because it had the Liverpool Philharmonic Orchestra, and they were playing songs from my favourite album of all time, being Abbey Road. This was still an incredible concert, and I've actually got an incredible story to tell, and I'll tell it right now. So the awesome story is, I got recognised in the concert. I got recognised by a man called Steve, who played George Harrison in the Bootleg Beatles concert. He recognised me, I think, in the middle of the concert, but towards the end of the concert, he was signalling to my mum, saying, "Don't go yet. I want to talk to you first." And once he spoke to my mum, he had a question for her, and it was, "Is your son a YouTuber?" And she said yes. And he said, "I recognise him. I think I'd seen one of his videos before." So he'd seen one of my What the Gym videos. I honestly couldn't believe I got recognised. That's never actually happened to me before. For a minute, I actually felt like I was an actual celebrity, and I was worried that the press were going to follow me back to my car. Obviously, that didn't happen though, but I still can't believe that he recognised me, and he gave my mum a guitar pick to give to me as well, and you'll be seeing a picture of that right now. I think Steve, who played George Harrison, used this guitar pick in the concert, and unfortunately he never spoke to me. He only spoke to my mum, but I'm really, really appreciative that I saw the Beatles and that he gave me a guitar pick and he recognised me. Wow. So that's it for this video, but I've got something else to say. After I've said my farewells on this video, you'll be seeing all the pictures I had taken in the Bootleg Beatles concert. And again, thanks to my mum and dad for taking those pictures for me. If I can, I'll link in the description below the Bootleg Beatles Facebook page for you to go ahead and follow them and to see when their next concerts will be. Hopefully you enjoyed watching, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe and comment. Until next time everyone, stay safe, take care, peace and love, and ciao.